can take you to any of the hold capitals. Well, I know the companions make their home here. Their mead hall, your Vasker, is the oldest building in the city. Oh, and there's a nasty feud between two families called the Greymanes and the Battleborns. You'll want to be careful there. The rest you can find out by asking the townsfolk. Start with the barkeep at the Bannered Mare or the Castle Steward.
Got the fleetest steeds in all of Skyrim. A man like you needs a war horse, I reckon. None of them's older than 9, and the youngest is 6. Now the horse I got for sale is 7 years old, but in fine health. She's got a lot of spirit, that one. We've taken to calling her Queen Alfsiger, or just Ali for short. I expect you can name her anything you like, once she's yours. Suppose so. Got one all saddled if you've got the coin. Suit yourself. Ride strong.
We are creatures of the desert. The north wind chills us to the bones. The Khajiit hail from a distant land called Elsewhere, bordered on the north by Cyrodiil, and the south by the glistening blue waters of the sea. Elsewhere is an arid land of deserts and rocky canyons, where the sun shines warmly, always. There are cities so ancient, the sands have swallowed them whole. But now I will say no more, for I miss my home greatly. An astute question, for we are far from home, and this is a cold, hard land. The wise trader finds the best opportunities, even if he must travel far to find them. Skyrim is a ripe opportunity indeed. The dragons and the war have scared many other traders away. But for those with courage, there is much profit to be made. May your road lead you to warm sands. Welcome to you. Fortune smiles upon this meeting.
Khajiit are not welcome in the cities. They'll never see you coming. I hope that you will come to do business with us again. The roads of Skyrim lead to many dangers.
Do you seek to make a purchase? How can I assist? The warm sand. Take a look. May the sun keep you warm, even in this land of bitter cold.
We have been in this land for so long. I have forgotten what it feels like to walk on warm sand.
Yes, I know just what you mean. My toes are numb from the cold.
Do you ever find that you get
Need a blade? You should talk to Adrian at the forge.
Staying safe, I hope.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet one.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Riverwood's in danger too. You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Dragon's Reach, at the top of the hill. Looking to do some hunting? Avoid Brittleshin Pass. Stay out of trouble, Orc. I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with
We'll
a belly
pay
full
whatever
of
it
meat.
takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Damn those Greymanes to oblivion. They want to back the Stormcloaks, they'll get what's coming to them. Greymane or Battleborn? Then I say, well met, friend. I could tell you were a sharp one the moment I laid eyes on you. Long live the Empire. You've been a good friend to me. That means something. Avelstein Greymane and I were best friends as children. If I see that traitor again, I'll throw him in jail myself.
Got something for just about everyone in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. Have you met my father? He's the steward up at Dragon's Reach. Plenty. I'd say we're prosperous enough. Most folk don't go hungry, if they're willing to work hard. The city's ruled by the Jarl up in... But you're probably more interested in your Vasker, Mead Hall of the Companions. Their deeds of war and valor are legendary. Looking to protect yourself, or deal some damage? Stay sharp.
Welcome to War Maidens. Now don't let the name worry you. We got plenty of steel for fight. Men. We've got small weapons as well as big. Maces. Adrienne, at her forge, just outside. Place is named after her. War Maidens. It's a childhood nickname given by her father. What I hear, she was playing with swords even back then. Anyway, our wares are strong and the price is fair. What else matters? That'll be the Jarl, Balgruf the Greater. He's an honorable enough man. Never done wrong by me or my kin. Things are tough for him now, I'd wager. What with the fighting and the dragons. But Balgruf's a tough old Nord. He can handle it. Good doing business with you.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Everything's all right? What is it? Staying safe, I hope.
Blade and shadow, silence and death. These are my arts. For a modest fee, I'll make great art for you.
You've come to the right place.
I am an artisan, painting in strokes. After all, where is the value in creating art if there is nobody left alive to see it? You seem to be a little short on coin. Come back and see me when you've got the gold. I am an artisan, painting strokes of blood red upon the canvas of life. But yes, I will take coin to fight at your side. I know nothing of fear. If you change your mind, seek me out here.
I can tell you're no stranger to the wilds. I'm sure we can meet your hunting needs. You look a bit peaked. You sure you shouldn't be home in bed? Yes, I hear that question often. My brother Honorius and I came up with it one night after consuming rather too much mead. After our drinks, we went out for a moonlight hunt. We got separated, and in his drunken state, my brother mistook me for a deer. He shot an arrow that pierced my, well, rump. After such a memorable adventure, we knew we had the name for our shop. Try Hulda, the innkeeper at the Bannered Mare. It's just up the road near the market. You should check in at Dragon's Reach too. There's so much going on these days. The Jarl or his steward might have need of help. An archer, eh? I've got just what you need. Thank you very much for your business. If you have need of hunting supplies, then you've come to the right place. Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't. Don't even think about it. Oh, it took years, but I earned my way to the top. I own Chilfaro Farm, you see. Very successful business. Obviously.
What's the hurry?
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is. Honest pay for honest work. Honest pay for honest work. Honest pay for honest work.
You should buy some produce from Carlotta's stall. Most of it comes from my farm.
Damn those Greymanes to oblivion. They want to back the Stormcloaks. They'll get what's
You tried
theirs.
mercenary work? It might suit you.
My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room. I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby, but I'm no fool. I'd need the Whiterun guards or maybe hire the companions to get it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you. No, I'm not. Looks like we've got something in common then. No, I'm a Red Guard. My family hails from the Imperial Province. But I left home when I was just a lad. Been wandering ever since. I can teach you a few things.
Huh?
Find that sword. Please, bring it to me.
Huh?
Need something? Unlike the rest of my family, I've got work to do. Welcome. Huh? This is the Temple of Kinnareth. The Gildegreen outside was planted as a seedling in the early years of Whiterun. Disciples of Kinnareth could sense something holy in it, and traveled far to hear the winds of the goddess in its branches. Of course, not as many pilgrims these days. To the east of here is a hidden grove where the Eldergleam resides. It's the oldest living thing in Skyrim, maybe all of Tamriel. Our tree here in the city was grown from a cutting of that tree. You can still feel the glory of the mother tree through it. Even its name is an echo. I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal. If you want to help, you'll need something to cut into it first. You'll have to deal with the Hagravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself. Your spirit is strong. Kinnareth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a Hagraven nest called Orphan Rock. So, have you gotten... It's an old tree, very old. They say it was a seedling when the first men were arriving from Atmora, thousands of years ago. The sap is precious. It can restore barren fields or bring life to rocks. I can use it to repair the Gildergreen, so we can worship properly again.
Pain is so great.
Indeed. The temple here in the city is my charge. The goddess's divine blessings have no doubt helped make Whiterun a thriving and prosperous city. After all, it is she who brings rain to our crops and fair weather on the harvest days.
I can't bear it. Make it
Somewhat, yes. At first it seemed a distant thing, heard only in the idle speech of guards and traders. When the wounded soldiers began to return from battle, I did what I could to help them. As more of the sick and injured came to the temple, my work as a healer became more important than my duties as a priestess. I wish only an end to the fighting, so that I can tend to the temple once more. May Kinnareth's winds blow you to fortune. Oh. Oh.
Thinking of settling in? There's a house for sale. Breeze home. To the steward up in the keep. If you're interested.
Ulfred, patron of the great clan Battleborn. A name I'm sure you know well. Uncivilized pelt-wearing axe-draggers. It's a wonder they don't still live in a cave like those ancestors they keep boasting about. It's true, Vignar Greymane and his lot are one of Whiterun's oldest and, depending on who you ask, most respected clans. I don't dispute that. But it's one thing to take pride in your lineage, and another to cling blindly to the past. What they call honor and tradition, I call ignorance. Battleborn is a name out of legend, sung in the songs of old and heard in deeds of valor for 100 generations. For Clan Battleborn they cry in the mead halls, first into the fray and last to quit their ale. We've got honor, wealth, and titles too. Aye, and buxom women to warm your bed on a cold Skyrim night. Now, if that don't answer your question, then no words will. Money, you laggard. What else? It always comes down to coin. The Greymanes have deep roots in Whiterun, but so do we. Difference is, we're rich. And Vignar hates it. Oh, and they hate it too. All their big talk of pride and honor. What have they got to show for it? Beggars' rags and stale bread. We've got the same pride, same honor, and we've got wealth. No wonder they envy us. You watch yourself out there.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the
Once
fire.
I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda. Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day, I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madran. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done.
The blankets still need to be washed.
You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future? About the same as everyone else? They're the catfolk of Elsewhere. Great warriors, good traders. Way I hear it, Elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful. Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them. Matter of fact, I do. They've been fair enough with me, far as I can tell. And Denord knows a liar when she sees one. Farewell.
Well met, Traveler. Well met, Traveler. What brings you to Whiterun? Truly? By sure, this city could use more like you. Best head up to Dragon's Reach then, and see the Jarl. He's Lord of Whiterun, and can set you on the path. Ain't sure if they're taking on new members, but you should talk to the companions. They're over in their hall, Jorvaskr. If by work, you mean testing your steel in bloody battle. Aye, that I do. Half all my life. We Battleborns have been here since the beginning, along with the Greymanes. Our family's been closest kin for generations, but Ulfric Stormcloak's uprising has divided us. Now, seems we can scarce look at each other without coming to blows. Petty and foolish, that. They are saying dragons have returned to Skyrim. Now that's a real problem. Ah, the most important question of all, that one. You'll want the bannered mare. See old Hulda. She'll keep you swimming in mead. But mind the bard, Mikael. Poncy little milk drinker, that one. Ah, man gives bards a bad name. We Nords have a long history as warrior poets. I am proud to count myself among them. But Mikael, he sings only for gold and the affections of wenches. He dishonors our traditions. May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper.
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of what can I get you? Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Have you seen that shrine of Asura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see. People say there is someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that?
Not yet. But I will. I just haven't gotten around
The companions? In Jorvaskr?
John, stop down.
They're recruiting new members from what I hear.
It's why Mara put you on this earth. You think
Magic
a
is
few
for the
miles
weak.
can truly-
Elves, I mean. They keep to that college in
Forget about me
Winterhold.
the
They
moment
know
I'm
their
out of
place.
sight. Get
Of
yourself
course,
a
there
nice
is
old
Farengar.
rich husband.
He might be the Jarl's wizard,
Davies.
but at least he's a Nord.
You've uncovered my master plan. Now I suppose you'll never leave.
Let's sate that appetite, hmm?
Harlot.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Are you joking? You just rented a room from me. I'll show you to your room, right this way.
Well met, traveler.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone is obsessed with
The
death.
security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is. The guards in this city are all lazy and undisciplined. Things need to change.
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready
Don't
to
take
retire.
this the wrong way,
I've been thinking
but
of
you look a
selling
little
into
sickly.
Isolda. Anyway, what do you need?
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere. Once Mikhail gets them. There's a whole college up in Solitude where they teach the arts. Song, lute playing, poetry. I studied there myself. Had to leave over a misunderstanding with a headmistress. Well, more a misunderstanding with her husband.
So,
Sure. What can I do for you?
Writing a song for you.
Why, John Battleborn, you're writing me a song?
fine
Does
but
it somehow
bloody
involve
tale.
blood or
I
the
can do that
heavens
one.
Or the honor of my forebears?
Well, that's where I started. But it turned into something of a ballad.
This is a local favorite and one of the first
If it's
songs I ever
if you need more food or drink,
Ragnar the
depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry?
Oh, there once was
Now
a
please,
hero named
no more
Ragnar the
questions.
Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles and gold he had made. But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said, "Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed." And so then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal. And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more.
ugly red head rolled around on the floor.